Hey everybody, this is Dave here from Blue Bears Games again. This week's video we're going to be doing a revisit to Crackin Packs. We do that every 2 weeks. And today we are going to go back to Throne of Eldraine for the pack opening. I went back here for a couple reasons. One, of all the good cards out of Throne of Eldraine, I have yet to open the 2 best from the set. I've opened up 2 total booster boxes. This is my 3rd. I'm hoping to at least get one of them or both, if not, any of them at all. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and we'll go from there. If you don't know what the 2 best sets, or the 2 best cards in this set are, then you are living under a rock. It's arguable that the first card is not probably the best card probably made in the last couple of years, maybe 10 years. I'm looking for an Oko, obviously. And if I don't get an Oko, at least let me get what could be the second best card in this set, which is the Beast, the Questing Beast. I have yet to open one of those as well, and I kind of hoping to get them. First thing I'm noticing from the first time I opened the box to this time, the packs still have a lot of air in them. So apparently this is just one of those flaws from the Japanese boxes. So we're going to go ahead and start opening, and let's just hope that I can go ahead and get at least one Oko for the first time, or a Questing Beast, if anything. The foil hopefully could be a good one as well, but we'll see. I did not open any of the collector's packs, so I'm hoping to at least get them from the regular packs. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, the rare is first. I forgot about that in this. So the other card I was hoping to get would be a Fabled Passage, a couple of them, because they're actually pretty good for a lot of like commander stuff I do, and just in general they're a good card. So that's a good first pull. Let's just start off with the Fabled Passage. And then I'll just go over the uncommons real quick, and then we'll just skip out on the commons. So we'll just put them aside. Some of these commons are pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the comes into play taps that are like the island, like that one right there, the Mystic Sanctuary, are pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's not a bad start for the first pack, but sometimes it can only get worse from there. Now, with the air in these packs, it makes it a little bit more difficult to open them, because you think you'd be able to grip them, but they just don't pull apart. Alright, so let's see what we get on this one. Rare is a Piper of the Swarm, or a Pied Piper, if you will. I'm not mad about that. I'm actually a fan of this card. I'm thinking about making a Commander Rat deck, and he would go lovely in there. So, that's our next rare. And you'll have to excuse me, please. I am sick a little bit today, so I hope not to annoy you with that. Alright, so not horrible. Next pack. There's been a lot of different stuff going on in Magic. I just ordered the second printing, or the reprinting of the Throne of Eldraine Brawl packs, and I'll be doing videos on those as well for your enjoyment. I actually am looking forward to that. Alright, so the first mythic is Brazen Borrower. I made such a fuss about this card. It's not bad. Monetarily, it's actually making the box worth it, so not too bad. Again, that's monetarily, though. For play purposes, I kind of myself would like an Oko for a commander deck I want to build, and then I'd like a Questing Beast just for some fun with mono green. Alright, next pack. Alright, we got a foil Curious Pair and an Ironcrag Feet. So, no bueno on that one. That's not a very good one. Not a good pack. Even the foil wasn't that great. So, like I said, it can only go downhill from that first pack. Starting with the new sets coming out, I believe it's Theros Beyond Death. When I start doing that, there's going to be a small difference to the formatting that I do, and I'll explain that in a second. Acclaimed Contender. Alright. Not bad, not good. It's just average. And there's the uncommons. So the difference I'm going to do for the new set is I'm going to be doing a different format altogether with it because I'm going to be getting a different style of packs. Starting with the Theros Beyond Death, I may be actually, instead of opening full boosters every time, I may be getting my hands on a bunch of hold on, what do we got here? Full Wandermire, which, you know, and a Sundering Stroke. Not good, not good, not good. Alright. Let's see. Trail of Crumbs, very playable, obviously. And a Mad Ratter. Okay. So what I'm going to be getting, instead of I'm getting full boosters, I'm going to get a couple of boosters, but I'm going to be getting like full stocks of the pre-release kits, and I may be opening the pre-release kits in between opening booster boxes. So if all goes well, that's what the new plan is. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, I want to point this out. For those who don't know, my favorite animal, my lifestyle is like a bear. And I do like the tokens that they made for the bears here. Alright, Wildborn Preserver. Not a bad elf. It's not very playable and standard at the moment. I'm sure it can be, though. And I'm sure it will end up being at some point when an elf deck, you know, surfaces. But yeah, I'm going to be using the pre-release packs to open, because at least then I know for a fact I'll be getting at least one guaranteed full rare or mythic per time I open one. So it's going to be a little different, and I'm hoping that it works out. Alright, there was an article I read yesterday about how white's so underpowered and it gets the shaft every cycle, and this was in there as one of the cycles, and they're not lying. That one's not bad, but as far as the rest of the cycles go, white does seem to get the shaft a lot. But I think it just comes down to the theory behind white is not about damage dealing. It's not all about death. It's all about like holy life gaining and all that stuff. And it's kind of boring, I guess. So it does make sense. All right, is that a foil? That is my foil rare. So Clackbridge Troll was my foil rare. 5 to cast, 8/8 trample haste. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 3/01 goats. Alright, and the regular rare. Now, why couldn't this be reversed? Now, Murderous Rider is a really good card. One of the better cards in the set. Of course, I couldn't get that in the foil slot. That had to be, you know, had to elude me again. All That Glitters is a really good uncommon for this set. I really like it. I do play like hexproof aura style decks, so All That Glitters goes automatically into them right off the bat. So I like that. Wouldn't mind getting a foil one of those. The rares not being in the back now makes it so that the reveal is just so, you know, anticlimactic. Alright, which is Vengeance. Creatures, type, blah, blah, blah. That's crap. Alright. Lucky Clover, Drowning the Loch. Drowning the Loch's an actually expensive card. And a Fairy Vandal. Alright. Let's keep on going. This box is not going out so far. I mean, yeah, I guess the Brazen Borrow was a good pack, but after that, it hasn't really been that great. A Wolf Token. There we go. Alright, it's about time. Alright, so a third of the box in, I finally got the card I was looking for. Or at least one of them. Alright, here is the creme de la creme of all the Throne of Eldraine cards. It is Oko, Thief of Crowns. Marvel at it, stare at it. It's going in a deck already. And then the Bell of the Brawl. Alright, so as far as the monetary value of this box goes, it just went way up. So Ogos are like 30 or 40, and the Fabled Passages are like 15 to 20. So that's kind of helpful for the monetary value of this. The problem is that I'm not selling these ones. I'm using these in decks. The foil rare was bad, so obviously I'll sell that for the whole $1 it's probably worth. Let's see. Ooh, foil shiny swamp. And look at that. I was not aware that these were in the regular packs. I thought these were collector's packs only. That is not a foil version. It would have been nice if it was a foil version, but that is a alternate art, or whatever they call it, the borders of the Brazen Borrower. So that just really raised the value of this box by a whole lot. I'm not going to lie, that's 2 packs in a row, and those packs probably paid for the box. With an Oko and a alternate art Brazen Borrower. That's some good stuff right there. Alright, that gets me a little bit more excited. The rest of the box, now, when I said it before, I was, kind of half kidding, but now I can tell you for sure that the rest of this box, it can only go downhill from here, guys. But that's a pretty good opening right there. 2 Brazen Borrowers in one box is not bad. Francis Gargoyle. Let's go ahead and pick up the pace here a little bit. Versus Broom. Nothing good in there. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I knocked the cards around. I'll have to fix that in a second. Alright, and that is a full red cap melee. And a happily ever after. Ugh. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Like I said, it can only go downhill from there. But we got some good stuff going, and I gotta fix the cards real quick. Let me get the commons out of the way, pick the uncommons back up, because I'm a mess, and I can barely see today. Just so you guys know, I am blind to one eye, so it's a little bit harder to do some things. So just keep that in mind when I'm putting these cards back together. I don't have any depth perception, so seeing where things are supposed to go is a little bit harder, but it's okay. I deal with it, and it's fine. As long as I can see the cards with the one eye, at least I know what I'm looking at. Alright. Lock Twain Serpent. Ugh. Alright, what else we got? When your uncommons are worth more than your rare, it's a bad day. Alright. Yeah, I don't like this whole, the first cards are the rare thing. I get, it takes away the excitement. But, alright, what do we got here? A foil Fierce Witch Stalker. And a regular Fervent Champion. He's not bad. Fervent Champion's not horrible. Alright, what else we got? Heraldic Banner, Arcanist Owl, and a Spectre Shriek. Let's see. So yeah, I can't wait for the Theros set. Theros is one of my favorite sets. I like the idea of the gods. I'm not sure about the demigod theme. I don't understand why they added an extra, subtype when they already had gods to be, demigods. Alright, Torben, the Thane of the Red Fell. He makes things damage more. What else we got? Oh yeah, back to that whole, article I read about the white stuff being so underpowered. It's kind of a shame, because when you look at the history of Magic, they were describing it, and I remember this from way back in the day going, why is this an even match? Where, Ancestor Recall was part of the cycle where Healing Salve and Dark Ritual were at, and you got Lightning Bolt in there, and of all the cards that are there, the most unimpressive one would be Healing Salve, and then it just continues from there. It's like it was the butt of the joke. So, alright, Linden, the Steadfast Queen. I keep getting a lot of white cards now that I said that, white cycles were pretty weak. Coincidence, maybe? Or maybe they just like to give out really bad cards. I don't know. Ooh, Cauldron Familiar for the cat food deck. Really good stuff right there. That deck is a deck that I can get behind as far as like how I play. I like the whole combo with that and infinitely just reviving the same dead cat over and over. Reminds me of a joke, killing the same dead horse. I know. Dad jokes. I get it. I'm a dad. Alright, that is a foil. If my phone would focus in. It is a foil cat, which is a weird cat. And then, I told you, now that I said all that stuff about how the white the white cards are crap. That's all they're going to give me now. Is it's the box listened and it said white cards are crap. I'll show you. Here are all of them. I wasn't saying they're crap. Back in the day, things like Wrath of God and Armageddon were devastating. Balance and all that stuff were great. They just haven't made anything of that equal value yet. I mean, they took Wrath of God and turned it into Day of Judgment, for God's sakes. Alright. Folio of Fancies. So I do have an idea or a deck for this one. I don't know if I opened one or not. You have to go back to the other videos and watch. I forget. But I am planning on putting together it's not really a new series, but it's going to be a continuation of the Commander series that I'm running. Once I'm done updating the decks in the before and after part of my Commander series, I'm actually going to put together, I have 4 decks that I'm going to put together. One of them is going to use that card that just opened, the Folio of Fancies. It's going to be one of 3 commanders. I can't figure out which one I want to use yet. Let's see what we got. Escape the Wilds. Could have been better. This box is minus the Sir Conrad is really cool, really good. He goes in well with the cat food style deck. So I can't decide on the 3. So it's going to be a mono blue artifact style deck in the same vein as like an Urza deck. And the 3 that I'm trying to decide between is Sal, the Master Thopterist guy. Oh god, this is getting bad. And then Urza himself, or the Lady in the Lake, or the Lurker in the Lock, if they will here. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with just yet. But I have decided to make a style of that deck just because that's the kind of, I like to play blue. It's pretty obvious when you go through all my stuff that blue has to be in everything. And I have to go with an artifact style one because way back in the day, ooh, that's another 4 rare. 4 rare number 2. Feasting Troll King. So basically it updated from the revised set. I forget his name. The stupid guy that looks like Swamp Thing. But that is a foil. Oh, look. It's twins, guys. Okay, so I don't know if that's just really bad, like, I don't know. That's bad. I mean, to not only just get the full version of a card that's not worth anything, but to get both that and a regular in the same pack. Come on, what happened with the randomization here? That's not very random. Ugh. And still no foil mythic from this, because remember, I did buy a case from the same, it was a sealed case of this Throne of Eldraine, and I still haven't gotten a full mythic. Castle Lock Twain, pretty good card actually. It's not bad. Wouldn't mind getting that in foil. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I want to use. Do I want to use Urza, Sal, or Lady in the Lake, or the Lurker in the Lock, Emery? Not sure which one I want to go with. People are shoving me, towards Emery. I may go that way just because it's more interesting. That's a foil Giant Skewer and a Wishclaw Talisman. People are forcing me in that direction. They're like, it's more interesting if you do it that way, and I agree with them. Wow, when the Drown in the Lock is worth more, and when the uncommons again are worth more than the rares, it's a more interesting approach to a artifact deck. Urza is just straightforward. It turns everything into a Mock Sapphire. I get it. That's good for utility, but it doesn't win you the game, so you have to be able to win the game. Now, his second ability does happen to go a long way, but Emery just seems to be abusable. Dance of the Mance, also known as Fantasia. Clockwork Servant. I haven't seen oddly enough, Maybe it's in the commons. I can't remember. Is the gingerbread man in the commons lot? I forget. It's a shame. I do like the gingerbread man. Ginger Brute. I don't know if he's in the common slot or the uncommon slot. I thought he was in the uncommon slot. I don't know. I'm tired. I just got up a little bit ago, so. Alright, that's bad. Stolen by the Fae. Woohoo. That's a foil? Ugh. The foil is in this box. Yeah, I got 3 foil rares, but man, they couldn't be further from good. Ugh. Bell with the Brawl. Alright. I don't suspect that we're going to get a full mythic or another full rare out of this box, because it looks like it now comes 1 per stack. And when I say stack, I mean there's 3 stacks in a box. And it looks like I got my limit. There's a foil there. Wow, the foils have just been god-awful. Stonecoil Serpent's good. He might go in to whichever one I choose. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose. Epic Downfall. But again, I think I'm going to go with Emery, the Lurker, just because the interactions that you can do with, you know, having things come in and go out from play in the grave and all that stuff, it just seems like it would be more of a fun time rather than a straightforward just, you know, it's Urza. Oh, forgot that I can still get other mythics besides foil ones. There's a Garrick. So the mythics in this box haven't been horrible. I mean, the Archon was bad, which is Oven, which always is nice. The mythics have been, other than the Archon, have been really, really, really good, actually. 2 Brazen Borrowers, an Oko, a Garrick, and one of the Brazen Borrowers was a alternate frame. It's not actually too bad. Alright, Oh Sworn Knight. That's actually not a bad one either. Of the knights, he's probably one of the better ones. Or at least of the rare ones. Once in Future King. So yeah, I will start that series soon. I have 2 more decks to go over with my before and after series for the Commander stuff. Every time I open up these boxes, it gives me more stuff to go over and go through. I am currently working, that's bad, on the Alluro Commander deck. I already put out the before video for you guys, if you go check it out. The after video is gonna come not this after this video, it'll be next Friday. So from the date of this video's release, which is going to be on Friday, which is soon, the week after I will be doing the after of the Alluro. A foil there, and a Fae of Wishes. Not too bad. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do, who is next? Nikusar. The next deck will be Nikusar, and I believe that may be the last one that I have, unless I go through the girlfriend's deck. She plays red-white with Avacyn and what was her name? Ooh, Once Upon a Time. I wish that this would stop getting banned everywhere, so it's actually worth something. It's a pretty good card. I get that, but come on now, banning it everywhere. It hits just a little, makes it a little faster. She does, I forget her name, but it's the one that lets you repeat combats, so you can get extra combats. I forget her name, but I may go through hers and do that, but I'm not sure. She hasn't played that one in a while. And I'm not really a big fan of her deck, but that's just because it's not my style, it's hers. Is that a foil? Flaxen Intruder? It must be, I must be cursed. This is the second foil Flaxen Intruder I've gotten with the alternate frame. Of course, you know, I'm a bear fan. Of course, she's got nothing but dead bears around her. It seems to be a cosmic joke. Come on now. It does want to do that. But yeah, so that's the schedule coming up. I think that I'm gonna finish off the before and after series with my decks. I'm not gonna touch hers, and then I'm gonna go into making new decks and what I'm gonna put into them. And I think the first one I'm gonna start with will be Emery slash Urza slash Sal. I don't know which one. I'm gonna start building the deck and see which one deserves to be the the commander, and it could change depending on my mood too. So a foil spinning wheel. Like I said, these foils are so bad, and a love struck beast. We're down. We're almost down to it though, guys. We're down to, I think it's 2 or 3 packs. I don't think I'm gonna get any more mythics. I certainly don't think I'm gonna get another foil. Oh no, we're actually down to the last pack. I don't think I'm gonna get anything, too spectacular here. It's not. It doesn't have the probability of being spectacular. But let's take a look at it anyway. So last pack, and then we'll wrap this up. Come on, something good. And there it is. A good one. A Rankle. Forgot that I can get mythics still, even though they're not foil. Alright, so Rankle is the final pack. This box actually ended up being probably one of the better boxes I've opened, just due to, the mythics being good finally, except for the one. In Arkin was pretty bad, but the rest of it was really good. So, alright, so that was an entire Throne of Eldraine box opened. Let's take a look at what we got here. Not too shabby on the mythics. The rares were I didn't even get an Emery, which is kind of sad because I could use it, but we got a Rankle, full spinning wheel, love struck, full alternate art, Flaxen Intruder. Once Upon a Time's good. The Fate Wishes is good. Garrick is not horrible. Stonecoil Serpent, that's a really good card. The castles are okay. And then that gets me 2 Feasting Troll Kings in the same pack. Full of fancies I'll use. Of all the Archons to get, I got the worst. So we haven't even, this is, it all started good and then it just went downhill from there. Alright, so there's the first good, really good one. The alternate frame, I guess, is what they'll call it. Brazen Borrower, an Oko right after each other. Murderous Rider. And what else we got here? Another Brazen Borrower, and then the Pied Piper and the Fabled Passage. So that was what we got out of our box. That was the Crackin Packs for Throne of Eldraine. Go ahead and remember, I need you guys to subscribe, like the video, share the videos out, do all that good stuff that everybody else asks you in a YouTube video. Why? Because I need to get to 100 viewers, guys. I need 100 viewers so I can name my channel. So I'd like to, or 100 subscribers. I'd love for it to get there by the end of the year. It's probably my only goal right now is to get there. So if you guys could give me a hand, like, subscribe, share all that good stuff. So until next time, we'll be doing another Commander video, and then in 2 weeks we'll be doing another Crackin Packs. Hopefully it'll be on the Brawl decks that are from Throne of Eldraine. So until next time, this is Dave from Blue Bears Games saying see ya.